ready to start the in. And as you can tell, it's cold, so I've got lots of layers on, ready to go greet the first truck.
Our set arrives on the truck, and usually the first task is to get all the LX, that's lighting boxes, out and into the theatre. In the Peacock, which is where we are, we have to be hoisted in, as it is 2 floors below street level. And then once in, the team will take the lights out and put them onto the bars, where they are then flown out by the flies team. Next is the set, which arrives in these cages and includes floor, which is screwed down, and cloths, which are basically painted backgrounds, which are tied onto bars, much like you would tie your shoelaces, with lots of knots along, so they can then be flown out. Even large bits of scenery are hoisted in, such as this giant skull or the giant clam. An early task is often portals. For this show, our portal 1, which is the portal closest to the audience, which provides masking, i.e. means you can't see into the wings, was absolutely beautiful but heavy as it had lighting within it. This required the front to be screwed on after connecting the wires, and its weight had to be spread across 2 bars joined together, as it was about 450 kilos. And then it was flown into position. The way we do this is we put weight on the lines, which allows the fly floor to put a lot of weight in the cradle, i.e. the other side of the cantilever system. And then when they're ready, we slowly let up on the lines and release some of that weight, and then gravity does a lot of the work. The rest of the portals were easier, with a header and some legs to add, which we could then use a hinge pin to connect them together with a taller scope afterwards.
And on the first day of getting, as you can see, we've made loads of progress. We've got cloths coming in, the floors down, portals about to be up. Pretty impressive. Some of it took a lot of people, but pretty cool. We're now doing the coral set build, which I'll show you a bit of, which is our custom made set, which you saw in the first video of us building. And hopefully going to finish that tonight. Then all of what's left is LX and finishing touches. But I'm keen to show you this coral set and how good it's all going to look together.
The coral set was custom built by our crew in a workshop nearby. And some of it was already painted, but some of it we painted after we'd brought it into the theatre, as we designed it to come in parts. And of course I have to show you a little time lapse of how that came together.
Coral set is looking very cool. Painting still to do, but you can see the bones of it. And as you can see, we've started with the special effect testing.
It's looking so good. Now, you may be wondering, where do all those flight cases go? They actually go in storage underneath the pit.
And this is underneath the stage. As you can see, we've got a lot of the flight crates where we store stuff while the production's going on, so we can get everything out afterwards.
Hi everybody.
So as you can now see, I've got my headset on, and what I am doing is sat in the very bottom of the auditorium watching for the outdeads, which means the audience members down here won't be able to see a cloth when it's not meant to be seen, i.e. it's not in. And then I'm going to go to the middle of the auditorium and watch for the in-deads, but out-deads first.
Stand by.
Right, that's your out-dead. Now, what we're about to do, you might see there's a bar on the stage, we're about to go into flying text. We're flying people in this show, so we're about to practice flying people in the air and seeing what it looks like. So exciting.
We got professionals to come in and set these systems up and make sure it was all correctly rigged so that we could fly. And of course, I had to give it a go.
Finishing with the painter, finishing the floor.
I used this opportunity to do the finishing touches to my book, putting some more cues in.
Now getting the DSM box set up. You can see the different cameras, learning how the cue lights work, got access to microphones, I can ring the bells back of house. Exciting.
And then it was finishing touches, such as moving programs, getting costumes in, getting the band warmed up, making sure the sound is working, and then pre-teching some of the flying, such as this moment where our baddie is flying with a cape. Again, a very wicked moment.
And we're about to start text. I'm about to go in my box. I'm just giving the cast a quick tour of stage to ensure safety. Currently going through the tech and just waiting for blocking to happen so we can run a number again. There's a lot to do.
And if you'd like to see what DSM is like, that will be my next video, giving you a bit of behind the scenes as to what it's like to say go over 560 times during this show. If you're wondering what it all looks like in totality, here's a nice time lapse.